Hello and welcome back. This is day 329 of streaming every single day and our 69th art stream. Today we are going to be working again on our fan art piece, and I am trying to do an early stream today because we know we have Unreal later. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the nail color is going to be because I almost forgot. Some of the art I've seen, I haven't seen like what the other fingers look like, but I think I know that the thumb and the pointer finger, excuse me for the bad art right now. I'm also fighting my pen, so it's kind of hard. I don't know if you guys see that, like, jitteriness. Oh my gosh. I was sitting here trying to work like this before. I didn't work on the actual fan art off stream, but I was trying to, like, draw a hand diagram for warm-ups, and it did not work very well. Let's just say that. I know that the thumb, though, has, I believe, a black fingernail, and then the pointer finger has a white one. I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm looking through, different images online of Asaha Nemui's character, and I couldn't find much, so I went to some of his streams, some of the official artwork for the streams and stuff that was made to, like, the thumbnails. And I was hoping to find the answer that way. I might need to figure this out some other way. And also, yeah, this is really bad, like, really bad. I was only planning on streaming for about an hour because I know we have another stream later, and today's a very, very busy day. But I am very worried for the shakiness of this pen. It's very not easy to work with right now. So hopefully we can still get everything done that we need to get done. Because I only wanted to give myself about a little bit over an hour. Let me find my reference for today. Let me see, maybe I can... Okay, I can do this. That works for me. Come on, pen. I know one of my friends was saying it could be like something magnetic nearby, but there's like nothing magnetic nearby at all. Okay, well I guess we just gotta go with it, because the pen is not wanting to cooperate today. Also, I feel like the face shape is really hard for me. So, forgive me on this one, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. The pen is so bad today. I've been doing art a little bit, like, every day. It hasn't been doing this at all. This might be a little bit annoying. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I will say it's a very old, Wacom tablet. So it could just be the age kind of coming out, but... Oh my gosh. It's just so bad. I haven't seen it like this in a long time. That it was just, like, refusing to work properly. I know every once in a while it will do this to me, but... It hasn't been recent. You know, I wasn't going to copy and paste this, but, I think it might be in our favor due to what is going on right now with it. Pen is not making this easy for me. Comparing this in Final Fantasy terms, this is like a boss fight. It's like, why? Why right now? I was going to restart my computer, but it doesn't really do anything for the pen. Sometimes it can, but I was like, you know, my computer's already on, I might as well work with it. Because when I was sketching, right before I turned on OBS, it seemed like it was gonna get better as we went on, and maybe it will, right? But this, so far, I'm not sure. Um, oh, that's right, these are all like copy layers. That's what we gotta do. I think I said this with yesterday's art stream, but I don't think my fan art is gonna do justice to, the model that Nemui has. It's just that good. It's like, I'm not sure if I can properly do this. Oh my gosh. Just dropped something. I want to make it look the best that I can, but... Darn it, this pen, man. Hopefully I can get the facial proportions better this time too, because like... I feel like the chin is... longer? I feel like I need to do some like proportion stuff on this. Does almost look better, doesn't it? What's funny is the shakiness kind of stopped. That's crazy. Hmm. No, it's just... Wait, it's just the pen side. Why is it just the pen side? And when I'm further away, it seems fine, but it doesn't draw further away. It's when I put it closer. See that? It gets worse. That's really annoying. I hope we can get that fixed somehow. Pen is really fighting me right now. That's really, 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 really bad right now. I'll have to go back in and erase, because the eraser seems to be doing better than the pen. Conveniently. I'm gonna end up developing a new art style for myself of just like having to erase colors. Just because my pen doesn't want to work some days. Watch that become my my painter style. Okay, never mind. Now the eraser is also doing it. Darn it. It's because I talked about it. Hello, Rio. I hope you're well today. As you can see, our pen is fighting. I've been talking about it the entire stream. But it is literally fighting us so hard, and it's really bad. Just look at this. I can't even make a straight line without it squiggling off. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing good, but I'd probably be a little bit happier if this pen were not giving me such a hard time. I wanted to work more on my VTube model art today, off stream, but I don't know how it's gonna go if this is how my pen is wanting to behave today. That stinks that it's not behaving. Yeah. I wish it would probably properly work for me, but today is not the day, I guess. Please, I want to make it look okay. Not squiggly. Stop it! Oh my gosh. Bro. Feels like it's only when I go a certain way. It's really bad. I tried, like, stabilizing, like, the connection. Can you, like, recalibrate or something? No, I can't. Doesn't work that way, I don't think. It's not mine. Yeah, no, I tried, like, tried to stabilize the connection between the tablet and the cord and everything, but that didn't work. Like unplugging, replugging type of thing. I think there should be an option, but I don't know where it is. Wait, so what do you mean by recalibrate then? If you mean there should be an option. At first I thought it was just the pen side, but then it wasn't just the pen side. Today I'm much too afraid to draw everything on one layer because of how this is behaving. So I've already been doing multiple different layers, and it's a little bit more of a headache that way, but... Ay, ay, ay. This is actually gonna be a nightmare. No! I have to move this up more. I'm also gonna move this on another layer, because I realized I need to add more eyelash. It like tells the pen where the tablet is in a sense of where the edges and stuff. Oh, where the edges are, okay. I'm not sure if I can do that. Sometimes you need to recalibrate it. Actually, so wait, one thing that is true is it was only when I added a second monitor. When I had the second monitor, that is when it started doing this. It never used to do this before. So it could be something with the second monitor. I kind of want to see what would happen if I tried to turn off the second monitor real quick. Does it mean, like, it wouldn't, like, close all my tabs on it, would it? Because I have Twitch open and OBS open on that monitor. I'm just trying to think, because, like, if there's any way I can solve this issue, even if it meant, like, turning off the second monitor for a minute, like, then I would be fine, but... I would bring all your stuff to your main monitor? Okay. So I wouldn't do that on stream, maybe off stream. Oh yeah, I guess. I guess. This is not exactly the shape of his eyes though. I gotta fix that. If the shaky thing wasn't going on, it would be much easier. Maybe try just off stream just to be safe. Yeah, that does sound like a better idea. Okay, so that's one eye down. Let me try something here. That's right, it's on the same layer. Let me name these layers real quick. I might have to redraw the eyelid, actually. Like, that would be okay, but I think I'll redraw it. I don't want to mess with anything right now, but thank you, thank you. There's no app for this tablet, by the way. I'm just gonna have to live with this for this stream. I can try it after stream, though. Because it will be a problem if I try to do this with my VTube model and everything, too. Like, right now it's kind of okay, but I have to be, like, even more precise with my model stuff. Yeah, give it a try after. Alrighty, I will. Man. Do you think it looks accurate so far? I need to change the mouth a little bit. But... like a side smile kind of thing. I think what I really want to do is I want to capture, like, the energy that he has in a pose somehow. I think this kind of captures the energy. I just need to... Since it's like the eye smile thing, I need to change a little bit of this. My goodness. This pen, man. I need to change a little bit about this now, because I kind of messed it up. I do also have to remember that I'm making it at an angle. I need to make that a little bit smaller though for this to work. Something like that. I think that's somewhat more accurate. So let me check descent as well real quick. Hmm. Yeah, that's what's weird is I don't think there's an app associated with this one, so I'm not sure how that would work. Especially because, like, it's not like anything else that's hooked up to my computer, which has, like, a control panel to it. This one doesn't have that. So I'm not sure if that would work, because this has been around for a long time. In fact, it might not even be, like, I know they don't sell it anymore. But I guess if it were, like, out of service, it wouldn't even be working right now, right? Technically, it isn't working to the best that it could. I'm going to take this part, and then I'm going to bend it down a little bit like this to give the rounded shape that I'm missing. All I know is I'm going to fix this when my tablet is working better. I'm gonna have to do another stream where I fix some of this. So that's the part where it gets a little bit gut-wrenching because you're like, oh no, I'm gonna have to redo like a lot of this. That's why I want to try to make sure it looks okay right now, so I don't have to go through as much pain. The eye looks okay now. It's mostly the mouth that I'm talking about. I want the mouth to look more clear. Not squiggly. It's a little bit better. I want something that I can be happy with. I can look back on and be like, oh yeah, like, I did this piece a long time ago. I was actually happy with it. Because I feel like I make a lot of sketches and I don't really make, like, finished art. And it's not like I haven't been happy with my finished art in the past. But I just want to be able to be, like, really happy with the progress that I made and everything, if that makes sense. Because the very few projects that I have completely finished, I was very happy with those. Even if they don't look the best to me now. You know, I just realized I don't have a reference of him closing his eyes. So this is be purely based off of guessing? Perhaps I should grab one after. That would mean looking through some streams for a reference, I guess. I don't mind. I want to try to keep the accuracy as accurate as possible, so. I need to move that up a little bit. See, with the sketch layer, like, I feel like it's easy for me to misplace things a little bit. So taking a second to look at it from the proper angle. Can really help. There's something I noticed. Think that's better? I feel like it's not lined up properly. But it should be coming from this kind of angle. I think what I can do is I can do the flip canvas. Okay, okay. I can kind of see something going on here. This part might be really hard, but we're gonna try it. We only have one eye open, so we kind of have to rely on showing the direction he's looking from just one of them and not both. Which, while I didn't think about it at first, that kind of changes a lot. I think that's better. I think there's still something off. I'd say it's probably the head itself, though. Let me do this with my mouse, since it's not going to be jittery everywhere. Might have to redraw some parts of this head. This part right here is supposed to be the brow line. So as long as that lines up, I think we should be okay. Let me go back. We'll see the eye still. Something about this eye. I think it's the perspective on it. I think that might be a slightly better perspective on it. Let's go back to the rotate canvas. Yeah, I think that's better. I just realized I need to remove some parts from the chin, so we can move this part down. That's what I was compensating for. Also, I think I can move the nose a little bit more outwards. Maybe not too far out. But enough to show that there's still depth to it. Nose is right there, pretty much. Okay, now I think I can start working on the hair. I just make sure again that everything's in the right place. Because I don't want to have to redo all that. Hello, Sanic. I hope you are well today. We're doing a really early stream. This is the earliest I've ever streamed before. And I didn't really think about it too much that I was going to be doing an early stream for the first time. This is our progress so far. Need to add the eyelid to the other eye. The pen is being a little bit better now. That's still jittering a little bit. Hmm. Something like that. Whatever I do, I need to move the eyes out a little bit. They're a little bit too close now. Oh, I don't want to move it too much from where it was. There we go. I think that's much better. Okay, this is gonna be our next attempt at the hair. Should probably turn this one on just a little bit. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to do a little bit of the shaving off right here. Just a little bit right now. I was gonna save it for when the pen was being a little bit better, but I kind of want it for reference right now. The line art phase is so important for me too. It really helps me get a sense of where everything is. That's why I'm trying to be so, like, perfectionist about it. Especially with the placement of, like, the mouth is really what I need it for. I feel like I need to make him look up a little bit more. Right now we're just kind of erasing where we want the parameters to be here. Phone's draining, I gotta go. Thanks for stream. Hope you have fun. Alrighty. Thank you, Rio. I hope you have a good day at work. Good luck. You got this. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, appreciate it. Man, I'm really not used to drawing or doing stuff really early like this. Like, I'm not used to streaming this early. I accidentally said drawing this early, but I mean streaming. But it's also technically true. I don't usually draw this early in the day either. I hope I can do the eyebrows okay. Something like that. Let me see how this looks. Will probably not go very well, but so I need to change the perspective on it too. Hmm. This one might take a little bit for me to understand. It doesn't go to the full length. It stops right about here-ish. No, it does. It does kind of go to the full length, actually. don't think I'm used to drawing eyebrows. What the heck? Like, come to think of it, most of my projects don't even have any. Considering I have hair that, like, covers them all the time. This is gonna be interesting with my VTube model. See, I still want to give, like, the gentle kind of expression. I'm not sure how to do it with this. Maybe more like this. At least when I close my eye like that, my eyebrow goes down like this, though. A little bit. But then I start cringing because I see that one eyebrow is down, one is up. So I need to flip the canvas again, and maybe this will help. I do see something else. Since we moved the head and everything, we can kind of change this. Maybe it was right to have it up further. Okay, I don't think that looks as bad, but we will go to the hair now. Oh, hang on, I just noticed something. I think that's better. Also, I know we're gonna have to move the hand and the arm a little bit. I'm definitely gonna have to move the arm a little bit down. And extend this part. The forearm. But so far it's not looking too bad. It's better than I thought I was gonna get. Then we're gonna work on the hair. Actually, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna do this to the eyebrows and to the eyes. Okay, this part actually might become a little bit more stylized. for me. You guys might notice this. Is the hair. The hair might get a little bit more stylistic. Because I like to freeform hair. I'm still looking at the reference, though. I'm still looking at the reference. I just want to freeform it a little bit. That's how I get more natural looking hair. Keep in mind this is not where the hair would usually sit because this head is tilted down. So that's what I'm trying to account for. I also don't think I'd see this part as much because of the angle we're going at. So what I need to do is this. That's how I'd fix that. More like this actually. I think I need to curl this a little bit more. Something more like that. It's not quite as natural, I guess, this part here. So let me redo this. This is why I wanted to do it on a different layer for this specific part, but we'll roll with it. I think learning to draw on the same layer is really important for me, especially with the type of art that I'd like to do. I've always wanted to get into like painting style stuff, so even if it's a little bit uncomfortable for me, I think I should learn how to draw things in the same layer sometimes. And yeah, I do think this is one of those times. I think it's a good idea. think that any art you do could be like a practice experience kind of thing. 'Cause I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but um when I would do any art, I would always say this is a practice, like on digital. I was like, this is practice for my VTube model in the future. That's how I look at every project. So even if I didn't finish something good enough, or even if I was a little bit down about the way that I rendered something, it was always, well, it was just practice for my VTube model anyways. So that's how I've looked at art for the past 4 years now. That's why it's actually going to be kind of crazy for me when I do finish my VTube model. Because it's kind of like the pinnacle of my whole journey. My whole art journey on digital. So I think from there, that's when I'm gonna really kind of go off of art stuff. Go off meaning like I'm really gonna like actually study more stuff now, I think. Because I think I've learned more, I've gotten more passion for art over the years again, just from wanting to make a VTube model. And just using that as my main goal. So it's no longer just for the VTube model. In fact, I nearly forgot about it some of the times that I was working on my art. Just because I was so invested just to see the project I was working on at the time just finished. I think that it's a good mindset to have like a goal in mind, but then realize that you really do enjoy what you're doing. Even if it was all for a specific purpose, it's not like you're gonna stop once you reach that point, you know? I feel like that's been a recurring message recently in my life, is like having a goal, but just because you reach the goal doesn't mean you stop there. You know? You just turn it to something more, something you have even more passion about. I think I'll continue doing more art streams in the future, even after my models is done and everything. I don't think I'll make another VTube model. Probably not. Once I make one. But, we'll see, because never say never. I might even want to make a better one once I get more art skill under my belt. But it is true, I'll take a break from that kind of thing once I'm done with it. It is a lot of fun though, it's a lot of fun. I think I'll probably proceed with like art for my future content. And probably more fan art stuff too, because I really like to do this kind of thing. I know I used to do like fan art a long time ago for random people that I really liked to watch online. But those people are unfortunately no longer around. Like, they stopped making content and stuff. I actually don't know what happened to some of those people. But I hope that in those times that I did do fan art for them, I hope that it did brighten their day a little bit. It's actually been a really long time since I've done anything fan art wise. It's not like it was anything crazy either, because like this is probably the largest scale fan art thing I've done at all. Like ever. I would definitely say this is the largest scale effort I've put in. I was much younger when I did the other fan art stuff too. That is to say, my art style was not very refined back then. But art is still art, right? I think just now as an artist, though, I kind of want, like, the art that I do for other people, I want it to look much better than the stuff that I'd consider done for myself. I don't want something to look just simply done. I want it to look like it's actually refined and actually nice. Like, I want to be proud of my work. If that makes sense. Let me change this a little bit. Like that. Hmm. I need to take this part into account as well. I said it would change a little bit due to the hair kind of like coming down this way because of the head tilt. That means I also need to reflect it in this side though too. I can't just be done with the left side and call it there. Like I can't just do that. Also, I don't want it to look like his head is like down. I want it to be like a little bit more up. So I wonder if I can change that real quick with the face. I feel like the eyes need to change now. What the heck? I feel like the proportions are almost pretty accurate. I think whatever we just did, we also fixed it a little bit. I want to see if I can make the head a little bit better again. This way. Or was it better the way we had it just a second ago? It's better the way we had it, I think. If I could, I would just do this. But that doesn't look right either. Okay, I won't mess with that. I think we can look at it later if it still looks off. I want this to be like the same kind of thickness going down. Also, I think it's been past an hour now. But let me just see, because I wanna get a little bit more done, if I can. Just a little bit more. I do have a lot to do today, but I wanna see if I can get a little bit more done. Hello, Raru! Hope you are doing well today. It's actually kind of crazy, because, like, I don't know if you noticed this. I don't usually, stream this early. Yeah, day off. Hey, nice, nice. Glad to hear it. You got any fun plans today? Been playing Hyrule Warriors. Oh, what's that? Is it a Nintendo game? Because Hyrule is like the kingdom that Zelda's from, right? Or I guess in this case, I should be saying Link. Zelda spin-off, yeah. Oh, I see, I see. That's pretty cool. Is it good? Kind of sounds like a PvP game. What is it? Like a fighting game? feel like something about this hair is a little bit off, but I think it's because I made it a little bit more curly. I also realized no one can see the name in this spot. This is who we're doing fan art of. Asaha Nemui. For those of you who did not know. It's kind of like the game Dynasty Warriors, except Zelda Tears of the Kingdom prequel. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, I hope you're having fun with it. I think this is the part where the stylized hair comes in. This is gonna be interesting. It's fun. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I feel like I haven't really played many games recently besides Final Fantasy XIV and Repo. Like, those are the two that I've been rotating recently. Also, Zero might start barking in a second. Actually, my name comes from the character Rauru in that game? Oh, I see. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I had wondered what your name was from before, but that actually is very interesting. I never knew that. It's a very thin hair right here, right about there, I think. I want to include it as part of this one. I'm going to leave a gap there. Yeah, I highly recommend you guys check out Asaha Nemui's channel, though. I really like a lot of the covers he does, and I even put on his live streams, like, even though I can't understand them, because they're in Japanese. Um, it was actually because of him that I started learning Japanese. Because I wanted to be able to vote for his song on the, I think it's technically like a Christmas edition VTuber song thing. And it was like, the VTuber original songs, like, for Japanese people. Sorry, I'm probably butchering it. What was the exact wording? It was something like, I think the translation was a bit off online. But, from my understanding, it was like the Japanese VTuber Original Song Awards. That's what I think it was. So, I've been trying to vote every day. Sometimes it's really hard to figure out what to say. Because I have to figure out how to say it in Japanese. It's really, really difficult. But, as long as I get to vote for the song, I'm happy. I was actually talking to my mom, like, before I heard about the song awards. And I was like, I really want to kind of support the song, and I just don't know how to do it, right? And then right then and there, like the next day, I hear that awards thing is going on. I'm like, oh well, uh, I guess I'm gonna be learning Japanese now. So that was kind of what sparked the interest for me, because the votes have to be in Japanese. They can't be in English. At first, I was worried that only people who lived in Japan could vote for it. But then I was happy to know that it wasn't just that. It was just you just had to vote in Japanese. Yeah, definitely one of the people I like to listen to a lot lately. I feel like I've been like finding a lot of streamers and music artists lately that like I can just add all to a single playlist. So if you guys see my playlist on YouTube change a little bit, it will be because I found a lot of artists. I still have to listen through like all his covers still. So I want to find my favorites and add them to a playlist of a bunch of songs. Probably just my favorite songs playlist on YouTube. Something about this hair feels a little bit too stiff though. I think it's right there. No, it's also, where is it? It's right about here. Yeah, I like to put on his just chatting streams in the background, even when I'm just doing art or eating or even reading. Like I can read and just have him on the background. Because I feel like even though I can't understand yet, I think that just immersing yourself in the language that you want to learn will help you learn in the meantime. Like it will help you learn in the long run, is what I meant to say. I realized I didn't draw the ears yet, which would probably help me a little bit. Oh no, Zero's about to start barking, I think. I already hear him out there. Oh yeah, I just realized I mentioned like the original song awards, but I didn't say the name of the song. His original song that he has for like the voting thing is Aurora. It's definitely one of my favorites because like I remember like I'm a little bit particular about the songs that I will sing and stuff. And for that reason only certain songs have entered my favorite songs list because I feel like the more I listen to a song, I kind of want to sing it myself too. Like I just find myself humming random songs. So because of that, I've always been a little bit careful about the songs that I put in my playlists, like things that I would sing. I've always been very particular about the lyrics of them. So for that reason, I have not added all my actual favorite songs to a list, unless I would actually sing them myself. Um, that was just like a preface to what I'm about to say. But I had seen one of the lyrics in the song of Aurora was something about like wanting to take down your dreams kind of thing, like you want to kind of crush them is what I thought I read in the lyrics translation, I think. And I was like, well, I wouldn't want to do that to my dreams, right? But then I was like, wait a second. I kind of like had a voice in my head. I'm like, and you haven't wanted to to stop having or to stop like going towards one of your dreams before? Like you haven't wanted to throw one of your dreams away? I'm like, actually no, I do relate to that song a lot. So it was from that moment on that I was like, actually no, that really does resonate with me because like there's been so many things I wanted to do that I ended up kind of like not giving up on, but I wanted to give up. There have been times when I wanted to give up on art. And there was a time that I really didn't do art for like almost a year. And that was a very interesting time for me. So I definitely understand the song on another level now. It's just funny, like sometimes you need to think about things a little bit before you act, you know? Like for me, I don't even know if I would have found myself in this situation if I hadn't taken another second to think about that. Meaning like I wouldn't have even had it in like my favorite songs list or anything. Yeah, I highly recommend the song. You guys should check it out. Technically, I could just drop it in the chat real quick too, for anyone who wants to listen to it on YouTube. I also realized something else is you know, it's not typical for me to talk about other streamers or other VTubers and stuff. Um, so I'm not sure if I follow the etiquette correctly. So correct me if I'm wrong on anything. Um, because like I'm not exactly sure how to go about everything yet in streaming. When it comes to like collabs and stuff or featuring other channels on your channel, I'm not sure how to go about it. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I just really support some of my favorite artists and stuff. This is not an advertisement, I swear. I just wanted to say that, yeah, I really just like to watch and listen to Asaha Nemui. It is not an advertisement. It's one of those things that I kind of started without thinking about it too much. Um, like, I kind of forgot there was a whole thing about, like, not, like, featuring other channels on your channel very much. But I don't know where I heard that because there's tons of people that do that. Also, I'm having a lot of fun drawing the hair right now. I might need to change his hair just slightly. Because I don't think it would be this thick right there. It needs to get a little bit thinner before it does that. Or I could do the opposite way too, but it's just... I think it gives a more natural look if I make it a little bit closed first and then open. Like if I make it twisted right here a little bit. I still want it to follow the original shape that his model actually has. So I don't want to mess that up at all. That's why I just want to kind of give it the shape here. But, oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. About like the collabs and stuff. I mean, like, I'm not sure how to properly like shout out other channels and stuff because he doesn't have a Twitch or anything. And I just hope I'm doing it right. But I'm kind of new to this kind of area of streaming. This one is not too pronged though, so I should make it a little bit thinner. Also, I think the pen's being a little bit better now, I noticed. I think it's almost been... Has it been 2 hours now? I actually can't see the time right now of the stream. I also hope that this part doesn't look too stiff now. This part of the hair. I kind of wanted this part like kind of blowing over this way. With the head tilt. Let me drop the link real quick. Let me find it. Okay, found it. For anyone wondering, there you go. Wait, let me see the time. It's been an hour and 46 minutes, which is more accurately about an hour 40 minutes because I think we had 5 minutes before I started stream, or it might have been 10 minutes. I'm not gonna go off of any specific time for the stream. Considering I already had plans for it to be about an hour, and now we've gone over that by quite a while. But I just wanted to let you guys know that we're probably going to end here soon. I need to hide head a little bit here for the next part of the hair. So I want to be able to see what I'm doing. Also, I really hope this isn't the right layer. Okay, thank goodness. So I just realized how bad it would have been if that was on, like, the eye layer or something. You would think I'd pay more attention to that, but actually I do lose track of my layers all the time. I think it's just normal at this point. I feel like that doesn't look right though, here. I should curl it this way, I think. Oh yeah, I also wanted to give like a better description of Aurora because I feel like I didn't do it justice. From what I took from it, it was kind of like even when the going gets rough, you still continue towards your dreams, even if they seem like really far away from you. Or even if it seems like really unlikely to happen. That's kind of what I took from it. I think it's a really nice and inspiring message. Now, I don't know if I did too many curls on this one, or curves for the waviness. I hope it's okay. This is what I meant about stylized hair. There. It's almost done with the front part of the hair. I think I pretty much got, every other hair except for one along this spot here. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to do the same shape again. It's not actually the same shape in the actual art, but the way I do it, it would be, kind of the same shape. We could do that though, I guess. I just need to do this first. Kind of make a way for it to be there. Very short-ish. Okay, it reaches about here, I guess. Not as short. Not bad, not bad. That looks a little bit better. I think if I curved it more like this, it might be even better than that. Yeah, like that's somewhat better, I think. Oh yeah, I also want to mention that we have Unreal still tonight, so it's not like I'm not streaming Unreal. I'm still gonna be streaming that later today. That's why I wanted to take the opportunity to stream a little bit earlier, because I wanted to work on the fan art more. Please, I'm trying to get the shape right. No! Come on. Ugh. Oops. Nice, 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 nice. I just mean for those of you who are interested, we will be streaming again later. I'm not even sure who watches, my Unreal stuff, but it was kind of like just a catalog, like my weekly catalog in Final Fantasy 14, to show people that it's not always easy every week that you do Unreal. No matter how many times you think you know the fight, um, how how much of a difference it can make with just um team composition changes, timing changes, all that sorts of stuff. All that sort of stuff right there. But thank you guys for watching my Unreal stuff regardless. I think it's just like part of me wonders like if it's entertaining at all. It's really just me going about my weekly business. Oh no, I think I chopped off part of the hair. I think that looks okay now though. This side, I'm wondering how I'm gonna do it though. Because this one is less visible due to the pose we chose. So I'm gonna try my best. I hope I can accurately represent it. Sorry, I got a little bit quiet there. Try to focus really hard. I noticed like this like really thick line here. I'm trying not to recreate that thick line that I'm trying to remove. Because like with the thick lines, I can't accurately tell what I'm trying to represent. If that makes sense. I need to have it clear and concise. And without that, it's hard to tell, hard to read. I think what I need to do is I need to curve this part up here, kind of. So let me just try to do that real quick. Because the hair flow is coming from this way. You know, I really just hope that the quality is going to be okay too when it gets to the next step. Something I didn't think about originally because it was supposed to be a sketch, and then after the sketch, now I'm doing the line art. Like, I guess I can go over some things with kind of a paint style. But I really just want to express everything correctly. What is he doing? Zero just had a really weird bark I've never heard before. Probably saw someone walk by the window. Okay, I think I can kind of piece this together a little bit better now. I'm gonna overlap this one just slightly, because that one looks like it's further back. And then we're gonna bring this one down here. It's a real challenge doing it all on one layer. The back of the hair I'm gonna be making into a separate one again. Welcome back, welcome back. The back of the hair, though, we're gonna have a separate layer for. You doing anything for Thanksgiving? Yes, yes, absolutely. Me and my family are gonna have some pretty good dishes this year. I think we have some of the stuff ready for making on that day, because everything's gotta be fresh, right? So, um, I think we're still missing, like, some of the cranberry stuff, whatnot. What about you? There's a huge turkey in my fridge? Oh my gosh. That's pretty good. I don't know what we were doing for the turkey this year, actually. This is making me hungry. uh, I should keep with the actual style here. I'm really excited because, like, I always enjoy getting to have at least a day where I eat a lot more than I usually do. I kind of do this, like, not intentionally. I do this, like, intermittent fasting thing. Like I said, not intentionally. Where essentially I wake up and I don't eat anything until, like, lunchtime and stuff, so it feels like the one day the one day of the year that I actually properly take care of myself. When it comes to food. Especially because I like to help out with some of the stuff. Because, like, see, it's not like, and it's not entirely that I just don't have food. It's like, I just choose not to. Like, I could even be getting up and grabbing something to eat right now, but I haven't done that, have I? So it's probably not too healthy that I do that, but it's something that I'm just used to, and I actually realize I get really sick when I eat too much, like, and too much can just be like, oh, I had a sandwich. Like, that can be too much for me. So I don't know why that happens, but I was hoping to bring that up to my doctor actually. Because I think it's kind of weird. Every time I'm like at a good weight level, um, my body just says like no. And then makes me sick for the next few days where I just don't want to eat anything. I don't know why that's my body's response to having more food. It's like, nope, I'm not gonna eat for the next few days. Like, nope. I eat like those shonen anime protagonists. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It's kind of weird. I need to figure it out though, because I'm not gonna be able to gain any more weight if I can't eat. I've tried a lot of different things to fix it, but it just doesn't work. I'm wondering if like dietary changes can help with that at all. And probably would. So I think maybe I have too many carbs too often. I also don't eat out often because a lot of restaurants have like really unhealthy ingredients, I feel like. Not like normal food doesn't, but it just feels even more unhealthy, if you know what I mean. At least for me. There we go. Okay, I'm actually really happy with that now. What I need to do here is I need to move this part right about here-ish. And then we have like we have this part, right? But then we have another piece that should come from right about back here-ish. And then this one right here should cross it. So I'm going to try to do that right now. The part right here that kind of goes down. Yeah, make sure you guys are all eating well. Do not be like me. Also, I feel like it's kind of like when I get into something too, I just don't want to stop to do whatever it is. Like when I'm doing art right now, the last thing I'm thinking about is food or drinking water, which is really bad. I should probably get up like every 30 minutes or so too. But I also don't do that. It'd probably be way healthier for me to do that. So what do you guys say? Should I do that more? I'm kind of starting to think I should. The health benefits. Oh, actually, so sometimes sometimes I wonder how it's gonna be when my streaming every day thing is gone. Because I think I'm gonna miss it. I think I'm gonna be a little bit sad that I can't talk to you guys every day. Um, and I have a lot of plans for the future, so I'm not sure how often I'll be able to stream from that point on. However, I would like to say that I have some really big channel stuff coming up. After like this next year, we're gonna have a lot of big things, a lot of changes, and not like major change stuff, I guess, but it's like stuff that will be beneficial for the channel. I'll be working on since I won't have to stream every day. I hope you guys enjoy that. It's gonna be a very, very drastic shift. Is what I mean to say. Not a change, but a shift of some sort. So that is kind of a change, I guess. I'm a little bit anxious about it. But I will be praying that that goes well. Because I'm really anxious about it. I just know that there'll be good changes for the channel. I just wonder what everyone's gonna think of it, you know? I don't want to give too much away, but I do want to make that shift into more of the music side that I've been wanting to do for years. Because it's something I've always wanted to do, is do music stuff, but I've never been able to. Because I never had like a channel, a proper channel, right? And so I was like, maybe I should finally take the opportunity to work towards that now that I do have a channel. And it's kind of been a dream I've had since I was a kid. Because I was always into, I was into Vocaloid a lot as a kid. So I'll just preface it with that. Also, the reason I get like anxious about it or nervous about it is because like just change in general makes me anxious, even if it's a good change. I'm not sure if that's a normal thing for everyone, but for me, that's how change works. Trying to make sure this looks like it's connected to that part. Sometimes I go to all-you-can-eat Japanese food. Oh my goodness. That sounds pretty good. I do want to have like real sushi sometime. I think that'd be really cool. I think I've only ever had imitation crab sushi. Like, I think it'd be really cool to have something that's like more authentic. Of course, I probably won't find anything like that here in America, but maybe there's something. Do you know of anything, Raru? No, of what? Like any authentic, like, Japanese food places here in America, or? Sorry, Zero's barking. He definitely saw someone in the front. Oh my gosh, dude. He's so noisy! I'm so not used to a dog barking, by the way, because, like, my dog that I had for so many years, he, like, hardly ever barked. He hardly ever did. He was not that kind of dog. However, he would do this weird honking thing. Like, I will say that. He had this, like, really, this really cute noise he would do instead of barking. I always wondered why he did that. So it always felt like he was trying to talk to us. Oh my gosh, he's so loud. Let me mute real quick. Dog. Yeah, that's Zero for you. That's Zero. He's the very noisy one. I've never had such a noisy dog before. He just doesn't listen either. Like, you tell him to stop barking, he doesn't stop. So I don't know how people usually do with that. think it's just kind of in his nature to bark for whatever reason. We got him as a puppy though, and he didn't really bark that much as a puppy, I feel like. Also, for context, he is a Doberman Black Lab mix, pretty much. I think that's what we can agree on. I think that's what he is. Lots of sushi places near me? Oh, okay. Hmm. I'm not sure how I feel about this whole hair thing going up here, but I think if I were to take this and move it on the other side, then maybe, just maybe, I would like it better. Yeah, I think I like it better. I don't want to like express that this is like popped up here. Just a moment. Sorry for anyone having to hear Zero barking. It's much more alarming in person, but because even you could just be walking around in the house and then he would be like, and when I say you, I mean me. I'd just be walking around and then he just thinks that you're like a stranger and he starts barking at you and you're like, "What are you doing? You know who I am." Then he realizes like, "Oh, it's not an intruder." Like I don't know if it's something that's like programmed into a Doberman's brain or what. I feel like I need to do research on Dobermans specifically. Yeah, I think he's a Doberman Lab. That's what he looks like. Oh, when I say Doberman Lab though, like he actually doesn't have the Doberman markings. He's just all black. But he has like the Doberman tail, not docked, and he has like the floppy ears. One of his ears looks like a Doberman ear. One of them looks like a lab ear. And again, not docked or not up. They're natural. I think we have some pictures of him in the Discord actually, the FC Discord for Final Fantasy. I feel the need to specify FC Discord because I still haven't gotten um my streaming Discord up yet. I need to set some of the settings because I want to make sure that all the permissions are correct for uh subscribers and stuff because I wanted it to be able to like if it's connected with your Discord would automatically be able to register that you're like a member or whatever. That kind of thing. That's why I haven't gotten it set up completely yet. I don't know if I like what I've been doing up here, but I think I can work on that next time. You just chop a little bit of this off up here. Something more like that, I think. He seems to have quieted down now, so it's better. I don't want to make it go too thin in some of these parts, but I think that's okay. I know I didn't get to work on the stuff towards the back. I know something still looks a little bit off with like the face shape, so I'll have to figure that out next time. I also have to finish the jacket and draw the torso still, because I didn't draw that. Actually it looks alright. I thought something looked off with it, but maybe it's fine. Might be the eyes, I'm not sure. Like the eye placement, rather. Or possibly the mouth. Yeah, I think that'll probably be it for today. Actually, wait, hang on, I just noticed something. I'd like to fix this part real quick, because I realized it got really thick in that one spot. And I don't work on this off stream, so I want to make sure I can fix this before, so the next time I open this, it's not like the first thing my eyes are drawn to. Because rather than spending 20 minutes fixing previous stuff, I'd like to be able to get to draw the next parts of it, like the hair further back. Which means I'm gonna have to make this layer, like, really dull for the next time. But I'm gonna turn everything else back up. The eyes, mouth, head, all the stuff back up for the next time, and also for the thumbnail. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, really appreciate it. This was day 329 of streaming every single day. And our 69th art stream. And, yeah. Let's see here. I know I've said it a lot this stream, but yeah, go check out Asaha Nemui, the one we've been doing, fan art of this whole stream. And for a little bit now of our series. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!